Evan had always been the kind of man who loved too hard, too deeply, too recklessly. He lost his heart, piece by piece. First, there was Clara, who vanished without a word after 6 perfect months. Then Aisha, who cheated and confessed it with a smile too sweet to trust. And finally, Miranda, who left nothing but a note by the bedside table. "I'm sorry, Evan. I don't feel it anymore." Something in Evan fractured that day, irreparably. Rain lashed. He vowed, never again. He would never be left behind again, no matter what it took. He downloaded Seraphim that winter. Lila's laugh, bright eyes, melted his defenses. Their messages spilled from dawn to midnight, a steady current neither could or wanted to stop. She visited his secluded home. The first weekend was idyllic. Wine under soft Edison lights, music on vinyl, whispered stories deep into the night. Sunday, cracks appeared. Evan begged Lila to stay. "I don't want to be alone again." "Not yet." 1 day became 3. 3 became 7. Then 2 weeks. Her phone vanished. The landline had issues. The Wi-Fi was down. Evan sweetly kept her captive, until the excuses hardened. Locks replaced handles. Windows wouldn't open. His voice shifted from gentle requests to commands wrapped in honey. By the second month, Lila knew she was no guest. She was a captive. Evan hovered like a shadow, always close, always watching. His whispered mantra echoed nightly in her ear. "Don't leave me." Her first escape attempt failed. He found the hidden key. The second, through the laundry chute, ended with her waking up gently restrained, Evan beside her, offering tea and biscuits. "I forgive you," he'd smiled. "You were confused, but it's okay now." But Lila wasn't finished. On day 63, while Evan napped, she dismantled an old radio in his study. Inside, hidden deep, she found a dusty SIM card. With trembling hands, she rigged a weak emergency ping to her friend Maya, a coder who'd once taught her survival tech skills, just in case. 3 hours later, sirens shattered the woods. It took police 5 hours to breach Evan's barricaded fortress. Inside, they found Lila pale, hollow-eyed, but alive. Evan stood at the center of the room, arms outstretched, whispering endlessly, "Don't leave me. Don't leave me." As officers wrestled him to the floor, Lila stumbled toward freedom. But just as she crossed the threshold, the world around her shimmered, bent, fractured. She woke, drenched in sweat. Evan lay beside her, blinking sleepily awake. His smile was warm, familiar, tender. He brushed hair from her face and murmured, "Bad dream, love?" But her blood froze. In Evan's hand, half hidden beneath the blanket, was her phone. The SIM card gone. Restless Lila, phone silenced. Her stomach twisted cold. Over the next days, reality blurred. Small freedoms were gently denied. Her world shrank, inch by velvet inch. It wasn't chains and bolts this time. It was softer, smoother, psychological silk handcuffs. Evan didn't need walls. He was the wall. Days slipped, weeks blurred. And then, one night, a faint red blink in the corner of their bedroom caught her eye. A camera? A tracker? Something snapped awake inside her. The next day, she slipped into Evan's study. Inside a hidden drawer, she found a flash drive taped under the wood. Later, while Evan fetched firewood, she opened the files. And her world split open. Thousands of photos of her, sleeping, smiling, walking, dating others. Years of surveillance. Not just her. Folders labeled Clara, Aisha, Miranda, meticulously cataloged. Chat logs, forged texts, simulated calls. It all hit her like ice water. Evan hadn't stumbled across her on that dating app. He had built the app, crafted it as a hunting ground. He'd been watching her long before she ever knew his name. Her scream rose just as the front door creaked open. "Lila, what are you doing?" Evan's silhouette darkened the doorway, unreadable. He stepped closer, tilting his head gently. "Don't leave me." Her legs moved on instinct. She bolted past him, yanked the door open. Maya stood on the porch. Relief crashed over Lila. "Maya, you found me." Maya's eyes, blank, twisted badges. "Don't leave him." The world fractured. The sky splintered. A deafening screech ripped through her mind. And she woke up. Again. This time, not in Evan's bed, but on a hospital gurney. Tubes in her arms, electrodes on her scalp. Fluorescent lights buzzed. 2 doctors murmured nearby. One turned to her. Calm. Professional. "Lila, you've been in a medically induced coma. You were in an accident. Can you hear me?" Tears blurred her vision. It wasn't real? The kidnapping? Evan? Maya? All hallucinations? A soft knock came from the doorway. A man entered, clean-shaven, warm smile. Familiar. Too familiar. "Lila," he said gently. I'm Dr. Evan. I'll be helping with your recovery." Her scream tore through the ward. And that's the end. Beware the one who whispers, "Don't leave me," too softly, too sweetly, for when love cages the mind, it ceases to be love. It becomes a prison. Without walls, and prisons built of thoughts are the hardest to escape. Sometimes, the deepest traps aren't locked rooms. They are dreams you can't wake from. The tale is told. Remember it well. See you next time. Best regards. Folktales of Many Tribes.